This video is about a reality check for men. In my videos, I talk about interpersonal relationships and problem with Western women and how they think and all that. But this video is about men. Don't kid yourself for 1 minute. If you're a man, you better have something to offer. Your father should have this conversation with you if he hasn't already. But take it from me, whether you agree with it or not is not important. It is reality. As a man, you must have something to offer a woman, the world, skill of some sort, speaking another language, having some skill, having licenses, to trade stocks, whatever it is. So you have to have something to offer. You have to have your place. You have to have your transportation. You have to own some suits. You have to know basic hygiene. I see men that go and spend $200, $150 in a bar one night on drinks, but they have, torn socks or underwear. Go and invest some money in some high quality cotton underwear and high quality socks, and the moment you notice there's a hole on them, throw it away. There's a hole in, throw it away and get a new one. Make sure you're well groomed, your nose hair, your ear hair. Have quality hygiene. I know this stuff is basic, but I walk into some friend's house sometimes and their room looks like a dormitory. And these guys are in their sometimes 50s. Learn some hygiene, learn some cleanliness, learn some rules. You're not in college anymore. It's not a world of t-shirts and jeans. It doesn't matter if you don't like it or you don't feel comfortable in it. You're a man, dress like a man, look like a man, act like a man, and talk like a man. You're not a boy anymore. If you have to ask, why do I have to own suits? Then you're not getting it. Because you're a man, you're not a boy anymore. Have you ever seen, I don't know where you live, but have you ever seen a man in a suit and tie and some dress shoes instead of sneakers? And you're pleasantly surprised. You're going, wow, okay, there's someone who is, well put together. But as within, so without. The reason, you're impressed by that because you're assuming, okay, the guy is wearing a suit and nice shoes and everything. Well, that means he's probably got a good job. He's got a good business. He's probably educated. You'll think twice about, just insulting him or taking him as just another dude. Next to him, someone sitting with jeans, sneakers, whatever. I'm not putting down casual clothing and everything, but the video is about having something to offer as a man. We talk about women, how they behave and how they overestimate themselves and how they're delusional and everything, which is all true. But there are some truths about men too. As a man, you have to have something to offer. Ask yourself, what do I have to offer a woman, the world, a friend? What do you have to offer? Because just being born and just walking on the earth and having a loud mouth is not enough. You can't take your loud mouth to the bank and get a loan. You have to have some sort of skill. You have to prove yourself to the world. It's just the way it is. Sadly, a woman only has to look good to get a man initially. But have you heard the saying? You can bullshit your way to the top, but you can't stay there. The same thing true with a woman. She can get a man's attention if she's very good looking, has a good body and everything. But if she doesn't have the attitude to back it up, after 2-3 days, that good look becomes really old, really fast. So there are some things that both sexes have to realize in order to be able to live a full life. Ask yourself as a man, What do I have to offer this world? What do I have to offer another person? You know, when they ask me, you know, the first thing a woman is going to ask you, even if she holds herself and acts, the first question in her mind is, what do you do for a living? Basically means, what have you done in your life? How much money do you have? How much success do you have? What skills do you have? What marketable skills do you have? Reality is cold. Reality is uncomfortable and harsh. However, those who dare to face that cold, harsh, cold reality will get to where they want to go a lot faster than those who live in denial. You know, look the other way and hoping that 800-pound gorilla is not in the room. All the best.